the next Mortal Kombat game shouldn't involve a multiversal story.
It has begun.
I believe it's time for the next Mortal Kombat game to stop doing multiversal stories. If you haven't heard, there was word from the CEO working for Warner Brothers has come out and said that after disappointing performance on their games such as Multiversal and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, they're going to be focusing on Mortal Kombat's future, including other games. I believe there still could be a chance for Injustice 3. Let's just play along that there is another Mortal Kombat game. We need to set the story straight. MK1 main story was very mid, but it was still entertaining. But the Chaos Reign story was fine until it ended very early. No substance of what could come or any explanation on what happened to Chaos Noob and Havoc, both of them being tossed to the side. And I get it, this could be their way of doing the sequel. Then why couldn't the story be longer and provide the setup for future games? Instead, the story felt like a filler. Like one of the combat leagues where a random MK1 character comes in and tries to take over the universe, exactly the same as Havoc. I believe that Noob and Havoc could be useful in the next game. First, let's get an understanding of why I think MK1 should get away from multiversal stories. For starters, this is Mortal Kombat, where death is commonly shown, not just in fatalities, but in story mode as well. Seeing your favorite characters all of a sudden die and wondering why they never made it to the next game or made it to the final version of the game. Instead, when it comes to multiversal stories, you can do whatever you want, holding no actual weight at the end. If the story was more heavily focused on Liu Kang's timeline and watch it unfold into the future where problems arise, such as Shao Kahn coming in power, which is something they also tease in the Chaos Realm story, or something that's completely new that overshadows the canon stuff we've been so used to when playing the original games. I don't know, something more grounded, not an outside force from another world. Only goal is to take over the universe by attacking each universe that is infinite. Like that makes sense. Instead, either do the Secret Wars method and bring the best universes together and fight each other in Mortal Kombat. One world to truly take over the universe. And have Geras be the main villain. So when you kill him, you wipe out the other timeline and you become the sole bearer of the Hourglass, with a single world rebooting the game. Which, saying out loud on paper, sounds pretty nice, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. For one, it's a reboot. This isn't the first time we've done a reboot. The first time it happened in MK9, it made sense. Having MK9 be made from a whole different developed team, they had to fully restart from something fresh. Now MK11 happened, and you can kind of see where they were going with, but now since MK1 happened, it just started to be all over the place now. And I'm not really too keen on it. But please, be something completely original. I don't want to see another reboot of the story again. I like the rebooted cast of this one. Everyone growing up in different outcomes with the main cast. I believe that NetherRealm can make a good story mode game. Ever since MK9 and up to 11, I've enjoyed the story, even through all its flaws. But MK1 is different. I feel like it has so much untapped lore that going to the multiversal path, I feel like a way to avoid